Since the middle of the 18th century, St Anne's, now a Grade 1 listed building, has been part of the Newcastle skyline, looking out over the River Tyne and this part of the city quayside. Going up from the quayside and constructed for the tall ships race of 1993, you can now take to the top the aptly named St Anne's Stairs. That's all 98 of them. Once you get to the top, you see St Anne's Church, designed by William Newton, at the time Newcastle's most successful architect. The church was partially built from stones from the original medieval town walls and was set in open fields outside of the town. The church was completed and consecrated in 1768, replacing the original 1334 St Mary's, built by the hermit John Sergestain and his supporters as a chapel of ease, a place of worship for people living a distance from the main church, the then medieval All Hallows, now known as All Saints, another dominant landmark off the quayside and of which St Anne's is the daughter church. From this location, St Anne's overlooks the east quayside of this side of the River Tyne Gorge and was originally surrounded by open fields and clay pits. In the late 19th century, the area was developed into terraced housing and became locally known as the Battlefield. Demolished in the 1960s, the old terraces have been replaced by modern developments, but St Anne's still retains its place in the community. This is the 253rd anniversary year of St Anne's, and redecorating and restoration have been continuous and ongoing since 1843, when, of all things, central heating was first installed, and apparently the north windows were blocked up before then. Over time there have been many changes to the interior and repairs to the exterior, and in the late 19th and early 20th century all the remaining windows were reduced in size, which is quite noticeable, especially from the outside. The churchyard was eventually closed for burials in 1855, and the last remaining headstones and inscriptions, of which a few are still visible, can give us a brief insight into the lives and deaths of some of the local people of the time. Although primarily a place of worship, St Anne's has hosted many events and concerts and welcomes all and everyone, whether spiritual or just as a visitor of interest.